Hello everybody, welcome to Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I am your host, and on today's video, no emotion, no circumstance, no condition, no event, no person, no feeling, no thought can derail you or break you. And also, if you do like my content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. If you want to ask me a question, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below or send me an email. I would love to hear from you. Now, back to today's video. Very simple idea here. Coming off a question that somebody asked in the previous video's comment section, which was, when you say you are awareness and you knowing yourself is what reality is reflecting, because who you know yourself as and what you know yourself as is your reality unfolding for you, through you, and as you. And she asked, or they asked, what does it actually mean? Am I referring to the way you see your 3D self? The version of you, the you that is asking the question, that's the you I'm referring to. The one that's even contemplating which one am I talking to? You. The one that's asking which one am I speaking to? You are consciousness. You are that consciousness that is one with everything. Now, if you were to imagine some sort of mirror, and a mirror is reflecting something, it's reflecting itself. Because whatever the mirror is being, the mirror it's reflecting must also be being. So that's exactly what you are. See, you are reality. It's a bit more in-depth than an actual mirror, because with the mirror it's only reflecting what it's seeing. With the 3D reality, the reflection also consists of you being in the image, experiencing what the reflection is. See, an actual mirror only reflects your visage, right? You can't be in the mirror experiencing that part of the experience. But in reality, your 3D physical self is actively in the mirror, experiencing it moment to moment, day to day, year to year, however you want to see it. But what's actually happening, it's only reflecting another state of who and what you are conscious of being. And you are the one selecting for yourself who and what you are conscious of being, because it's who and what you decide to consciously be aware of. So if you consciously decide to be aware that I am awareness, that is what your reality is. Also, my reality right now is blisteringly hot. Now, with some understanding, when you contemplate yourself, when you contemplate your desired end, when you contemplate preferences and experiences and desires, and the version of you who is actually being in and experiencing that experience in the image and experiencing the image from within the image, because you're always in the image, experiencing yourself within the image, by your own doing, even if you are not in the image, which is why some people say, well, these things keep happening, but they're not happening to me, they're happening to other people in my reality, but I want it to be mine. It's because of the way you are considering and imagining yourself experiencing that, because that also exists. When you imagine from the knowing what I'm imagining is mine, I'm imagining my choice of reality, my version of reality, from knowing I am consciousness, and as that consciousness I am one with it, then that is your experiencing of reality right then and right there. That's what reality is. This experience, this version of myself experiencing it. I am the one that is chosen. I am in that relationship. I am the one that is chosen. I am the one in that career. I am the one that is chosen. I have this amount of money in my bank account. It is mine right here and right now. I am seeing it. My only evidence is my own awareness of the thing itself. There is no other awareness. There is no other consciousness. And what that means is that there is no other awareness being aware of whatever it is you want to be aware of, controlling your life. And there is no other consciousness making a conscious decision for you to be experiencing that. There's nothing. Your higher self, it is you. It knows you more than you know you. It is unfolding a pre-written script for you to follow. But there are infinite versions of this scripts of reality, and they all combine together to make reality, and they all combine together to make you, because you are reality. Now, it doesn't mean a script has to be written in a specific way, because a script is written in every specific way. You are choosing the script by imagining how you would like things to be. I am the one that is chosen. I am the one that is healthy, wealthy, free, in love, etc. We know this. Where does thoughts, emotions, circumstances, and conditions come into play? They are happening within the script. There are thoughts and feelings about your physical circumstances and conditions in reality. They are how you feel about reality. It is you being in the image, experiencing what your physical self would feel in the image. For example, I'm feeling hot, right? I'm breaking into a bit of a sweat here in my room here, and because it is incredibly blistering. So I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling the emotion of, oh, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable in the heat here. All of that, it's all happening within the frame. As you can see, literally it's happening within the frame. But none of that actually determines who I am as reality. What is being determined is who I say I am as reality, which is no matter what's going on, I am that identity experiencing reality as that identity would experiencing it right now. I don't have to try and think like the version of me who I imagine in my end, because I am the version of me who I imagine in my end. So I must already be thinking like that. I'm feeling hot. Okay, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. See, that version of you in the end is also the version of you that knows your reality, and no moment will ever change that. You can think about great feats of man and woman that accomplished something in your reality experience, whatever that might be. Let's say a sporting event. I quite like basketball for a bit. And no matter how great the player is, no matter how great their legacy is, Michael Jordan, for example, right? He comes into the league, he lost 5 or 6 times in a row while he was starting in his rookie season, that kind of thing. But at no point was he thinking there's someone better than him, that he understands his greatness. And through that understanding was his greatness being understood by himself, by his version of his physical self, understanding himself. And then subsequently, he won again. That's the experience. See, we don't get to dictate how our experience comes about. That's not what we are here to do. It's like going to watch a movie and thinking, well, I don't really like this scene. It's got too much action in it. I prefer the romantic scenes, or I prefer the emotional scenes. So let's just cut this bit out that gives context to everything else. Whether you like it or you don't like it, let's have this part. But see, that's a different movie entirely. It's a different movie completely. It's a movie that doesn't have this. And then you say, but I don't want my movie to have these things. But you don't understand. It's that you, from your higher point of view, you get to choose who and what you are experiencing yourself as right now, independent of whatever happens in the 3D experiencing of your life. See, we have this impression that if we are God, then the circumstances, conditions, emotions and thoughts and things like that, we should be able to remove them from our experience. But here's the thing, once it comes into your experience and then it's gone, it's removed from your experience. How would you know that you don't like this thing unless you experience not liking it? Even with an action movie where you want it to be removed, making it a different movie entirely, it's only after the fact that you experienced it. It's like, no, but I would obviously not like this. But how many times and how many different ways have you now experienced yourself maybe having liked and disliked something, now you suddenly like and dislike something else? It's for you to know yourself, who you are choosing yourself to be. I'm choosing myself to be the person who likes this. So when something that comes along that says, hey, I don't like this is not my preference, I agree that, and I accept that it's one with me, but I disagree that it's my reality. And then it goes off on its way. The potential of it dissolves because you're no longer giving it your attention. But when you give it attention, trying to remove it, what you're actually doing is putting your focus on it, recreating the idea, hey, your higher self is saying to you, oh, he or she likes the idea of experiencing the thing they don't like, wanting to remove it. They like to do that. They like to remove the thing they don't like to want. They like to remove the thing that they don't like when it comes about. That's how your higher self sees it, because you keep focusing on this thing you want to remove. You keep focusing on the emotion you want to remove. You keep focusing on the circumstance and condition you want to remove. And you keep focusing on it in the way that I keep wanting to remove this, but it keeps coming back. Yes, because you keep focusing on it in the removing of it. So you keep recreating the effect of I'm calling this forth again and again and again to remove it. But it's not actually coming back on its own for itself, because it's coming back because you keep focusing on it. And why is that? Because, like the mirror example, the awareness example, who and what you are aware of being is your reality, and you in that moment are aware of being the version of you who keeps trying to remove bits of reality. They keep coming back so you can remove it. Whew. But that's really what happens. You feel these emotions, you feel them build up. Everybody feels them build up, right? You feel oh, I missed out today. I didn't really do a good job today. I didn't say the right thing in the video, or I said the wrong thing to my specific person, or I really wanted to get this thing and I don't have money. All of those things are experiences, but not a single one of them has any kind of power in you being able to choose who and what you are now going to be aware of and define yourself by. Because your reality, none of it can really at all dictate anything to you. I know Neville Goddard has this idea that the mind is a kind of wild animal, right? And go to the end, like I can't remember which book it's from. Your mind is like a wild animal. I'm sure it's the Barbados story, I think. Your mind is like a wild animal, and you need it to settle down, which is why SATs are quite powerful, because you're in that relaxed state and your mind isn't just jumping to and fro. But recognize something a bit higher here. What's not jumping to and fro? Your knowing of what you are knowing, irrespective of what the images look like. You see, with Neville, talking to people around him in that specific moment of reality, to explain that may not have gone down very well. I'm not sure. I don't even know if he knew that or if he didn't know that. It's irrelevant. When those images are jumping up and down, when you are thinking, oh, this happened and that happened and this happened, it's your knowing of it that says, hey, it just doesn't matter. I know who I'm knowing myself as. I'm just remembering these other images at the same time because my mind seems to be jumping to them and from them. But I know who and what I imagine myself to be. Because imagination is not limited to the images, sounds, and texture. Imagination is unlimited because you are unlimited. So everything being imagination is simply what you are knowing. And that's really what reality is. When you are imagining, look at this. When you are imagining, it's not just the sitting down and really focusing on this idea so the images pop up crystal clear 4K, right? It is really just knowing I am this version of myself that is experiencing this reality, and this is my choice. No matter how I'm feeling, no matter what I'm thinking, no matter what is no matter what is going on, no matter what has gone on, because that's gone already, no matter what popped up again and again, none of it matters. The only thing that matters is I know I am, and what I am activating as I am is I am that wealthy version of myself, because it is a choice to be this, because I am already everything. I am this person living where I desire to be living because I'm already living everywhere. I am this person in this relationship because I am the identity of knowing I am in all of them. I am in love with my dream life experience of my preferred reality because I am already in all of my dream life experiences of my preferred reality that represents who I am, which is infinite abundance. That's already mine as one with the divine mind because I am it. And that's who you are. I am sweating like crazy. I'm also your host, Reese. This is React Your Reality with Reese. Thank you all for being here. Much love and much light. And I'll see you all in the next one. Appreciate the wonderful comments in the previous video. Thank you so much for all of that. Thank you for the comments, liking, sharing, subscribing, following. Thank you for the emails. Thank you for joining the TikTok page. Thank you for joining the Facebook page. Love and light. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.